Hello, Internet users. This is your friend, and I'm going to do some Would You Rather questions today because I can, and because I can do it whenever the hell I want. And guess what? I get paid to put videos on the internet, so I'd be a damn fool if I didn't do this 15 times a day. So I guess I'm a damn fool. Anyway, gonna do these. Hope you enjoy. If you don't, yell angrily and unsubscribe. And if you do, shout it from the streets. Tell your friends. I guess that's two very polar opposites, and you could do something conceivably between those 2 points, but I prefer you didn't. I like hardcore haters or lovers. That's just how I am. So, anywho, that's 35 seconds of your life you're not getting back. I apologize. But, anywho, let's get into the questions. The would you rathers, rather. Would you rather know everything or be the ruler of everything? Very interesting. See, what I'm thinking here is that if you're the ruler of everything, you have an immediate target on your back. You are going to be the envy of everyone else who aspires to a position of power. Everyone's going to say, that guy Taylor, he's the leader of everything. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to organize and kill him and take his power and redistribute it amongst ourselves until one of us becomes as selfish as Taylor is and then tries to monopolize the power and sees it for himself, in which case we're going to have to refute that attempt as well. That's probably their perception of the situation, or at least from the world leaders' standpoint. But if I just know everything, then nobody knows that I know everything. I would be really smart. I would really ration off the information that I allotted to other people and the trust that I gave them. And I think that given that I have all the information available about the world and about reality, I would be able to manipulate my way, not even manipulate, I would be able to provide for myself a really powerful lot in life. I feel like I could do that if I had all the knowledge that exists, but I'm pretty sure anyone could, because once you have that barrier broken and all knowledge, that's pretty much the end of the world. But then again, knowing everything would be like a curse. Nothing would be a surprise to you. I guess you don't know the future. I guess this is based just on empirical data. Like you understand entirety and encompassing clarity every tenet of neuroscience and every bit of physics and stuff like that. But if you could tell the future, it'd be really boring. So I guess I'd go for ruler of everything if you can tell the future. But if you just know all the empirical data and you don't know the future, I would use that to get a position of power. So I'm going to say know everything. 66% agree with me. 34% really just didn't think about this question, and they're going to be assassinated in a week's time. So sucks to suck, 34% of you, but you should have thought before you came up with such a stupid answer. Would you rather be Godzilla or King Kong? I've done this before, and I've actually done some of these before where I pick different answers, and that's because, believe it or not, this isn't serious. But I think I picked King Kong before, and I'm going to go with King Kong again. I need those opposable thumbs. I have a lot of needs that require thumbs for release, if you catch my drift. 44% said King Kong, 56% are now giant cold-blooded lizards who are doomed to die when they try and invade New York, and they freeze to death in the winter. So there you go. Sucks to suck. Would you rather always take cold showers or never feel anything cold? That's almost what? So it's a bad thing. You could always take cold showers. That's a negative. Or you could never feel anything cold. That's a benefit. That's a positive. You don't feel cold when you're standing outside and there's a breeze and it kind of wafts by the sweat on the back of your neck or on your forehead and it makes you a little bit chilly. Nope, that's not going to happen. So why the hell would anyone in their right mind pick always take cold showers? That's a detriment. Nobody likes cold showers, or I guess some people do, but I don't. I would never feel anything cold. Obviously. 53% said never feel anything cold, and 47% said always take cold showers. Okay, I guess I am just leaps and bounds different from the average human being, because to me, the idea of being cold is actually not a good thing. I don't like being cold. I don't think you like being cold. Like, what the hell is the point of this? If you're a comfortable temperature, then you wouldn't define it as cold. That the entire usage of the word hot and cold, like, that's kind of a way of pointing to the fact that it's too hot or too cold. When you say, oh, this ice cream's cold, you don't say like, oh, I'm surprised at its coolness. You say, oh, this is really cold and it's hurting my teeth. I have sensitive teeth or something like that, So it really only becomes a problem once you quantify cold as something that is uncomfortable. So I'm going to keep my answer, and the rest of you are just functionally retarded. Okay. If you're having a baby and the technology existed, would you rather alter your child or leave it to nature? Obviously, I would alter my child. I wouldn't be like, I want him to have 10 toes, or 10 toes per foot, and crazy opposable monkey thumbs on his feet or something like that. Like, I wouldn't do that, but if it was like, oh yeah, your child is predisposed to have lupus, I'd be like, well, shit, yeah, obviously. 44% said that they would not genetically alter their child, and 56% don't give a shit about Down syndrome or any mental deficiencies that may have been cropping up prenatal, and they just care about, let's go au naturel. That's retarded. You're idiots. Okay. And if you didn't know, when I'm making fun of the other person, so if you choose something differently, I just want you to know that that applies to you too. Don't think because you're my subscriber you get off early. Or not early, easy. That's the word I meant. If you were Ash, would you... Oh, did this one before. Don't know who either of those people are. Would you rather have a Porsche or a Ferrari? Oh, Ferrari. It's my understanding that Ferrari are much more expensive, and if you're going to go for a super nice car, why would you not go for the tippity top? You know, Porsche are nice. They're cool looking. I mean, or I guess they're not that cool looking. I've never thought they were, like, awesome looking, but they're just not up to par with Ferrari. They're not as expensive. Women are going to get a lot wetter over Ferrari than a Porsche, let me tell you. Not that I would know. I don't have either car. I'm just bullshitting you. I have no idea. 66% said Ferrari. 34% have a Porsche fetish. That's disgusting. You should probably go check yourself in for that. It's gross. Get a Ferrari, goddammit. If you had to be tortured, would you rather enter a Sicilian bull or wear Spanish boots? What the hell kind of question is this? Like, why would you pick something so selectively difficult to comprehend? Just like it's like an inside joke. Like, why would you put something on here like this? Like a Sicilian bull. I am 90% sure that what a Sicilian bull is, it's this bronze bull that they put you in it, and then they light a fire under it, and it burns you to death, and you kind of cook in there. I have no idea what Spanish boots are. I'm pretty sure the Sicilian bull is called the bronze bull, though. I've never heard Sicilian. I could be wrong. Maybe this is a completely different thing, but I'm going to have to look up Spanish boots real quick. Spanish boots. Torture. Sorry about this. An iron casting of the leg and foot, wood or iron wedges were hammered in between the casting and the victim's flesh. Jesus H. Christ. Well, this looks unpleasant. I'm going to have to say... I'm going to have to say Spanish boots. I'm going to have to say Spanish boots because this Spanish boots thing, it's mainly an isolated torture on your lower body, or it seems. I don't know, I'm no expert, but the word boot seems to denote that. Whereas Sicilian bull, you're not, I mean, you're going to be tortured, but you're for sure going to die, you know? If you give up the information when you're in a Sicilian bull, it's too late. They can't hear you, you're just dying, you know? Where if you give it up wearing the Spanish boots, chance for survival. I think this is a pretty easy situation here. 81% said Spanish boots, 19% are... apparently suicidal. I have no idea, but that's a very poor choice. If any of you made that choice, I beg you to reconsider. Anyway, next one. Would you rather... Oh, done that one before. Be Chev Chelios from Crank or be the Transporter? I don't like the movie Crank. Apparently, that makes me strange because of everyone I've talked to about Crank, they seem to like it. Like, they seem to enjoy that movie a lot. I just don't care for it. I don't like it at all. I don't know what it is about the movie. I don't care for it, so I'm going to have to say The Transporter, even though I'm pretty sure that's Jason Statham, and I'm not a fan of him either, but he's the lesser of two evils here, and it's what anyone would do in my situation. Really awesome. 83% agree with me. 17% also don't care for Crank. Maybe I'm not as strange as I thought. That's reassuring. Would you rather speak only in Ebonics or understand no slang whatsoever? Once again... I could speak in only Ebonics, which is going to make getting a job impossible. I'm white, so I'm going to look like a goddamn retard. Or I can understand no slang whatsoever, which is kind of expected if you're white like me. Like, I know some slang because I am, a person. Everyone knows slang, but I'd rather not be able to comprehend slang and have to use context clues to infer the messages of other people using those terms. Or as opposed to, rather, speaking in only Ebonics. This is a clear situation. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. I apologize. I don't apologize. I'm right. You're wrong. 71% agree with me. 29% apparently really look forward to a future not being employed because of racist bosses who will not like you because of the way you speak. Sucks to suck. That's the way the world works. Would you rather know for sure who killed JFK or know for sure what happened to Amelia Earhart? On a scale of 1 to when Snooki's baby is due, on a spectrum of how little I could give a shit about something, I'm going to put that... I'm going to put the Amelia Earhart right underneath, like, an 8 on that scale, because I don't care. But JFK, I also don't care, but I don't care less than I don't care about Amelia. See what I mean? So I'm guessing I'm going to have to go with JFK, because at least I could bring up a story to people about JFK, or not bring up a story, I could say that, and that would be a huge, crazy moment in U.S. history where we figured that shit out. Like, we know exactly, we were wrong back then, this person is the person who actually killed JFK, as opposed to, what are you going to get if you discover what happened to Amelia Earhart? Like, you're going to get a 15-minute slot on the Discovery Channel, like, nobody would care that much. 46% said JFK, 54% said Amelia Earhart. Really? Like, who... Do people really care that much about it? I thought she just flew into the Bermuda Triangle and probably crashed. Like, that's not... Like, what? Like, even if you did want to know this, like, the ability to know who killed JFK is so much more valuable. Think about it. Like, there are so many options for who could have killed JFK, conceivably, whereas with Amelia Earhart, do you really, really think that the information that you get back is that she was taken by aliens and forced to have anal probes and stuff, and that she experienced a whole crazy life in like, past, Pluto or something out there, and then came back here? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not going to learn something crazy. You're just going to learn she died in a plane crash. That's no prize. Anywho, that's the end. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a rating. If you didn't, do not leave a rating. That's how we do things here. The end. Love you.